Hello and welcome back or welcome to the channel. I am Ragnarox and I am happy to bring to you a video on the best breakfast cereal of all time. We know it, we love it. It's Raisin Bran. Yeah, it's amazing. Like I say, everyone's personal favorite cereal in the morning you could ever want. I mean, it's got everything you would need. It's got bran flakes, raisins, bran flakes, and raisins. Man, I love bran flakes. So here we have a worse cereal. This Captain Crunch knockoff that I got at Aldi, and it's just woo. And they have these fake berries in them, these green and red dots on here. Nah. No. You see, Raisin Bran. It's got real raisins. And this Captain Crunch knockoff you see here, once again, just has these these little annoying little pieces that really rip the roof of your mouth off. It really sucks. It's awful. No one really likes it. It kind of sucks. Okay. What are you supposed to say about this? Look at these nutrition facts. Total fat 1.5 grams per 1 cup of the cereal. Pshaw, I would say. No real vitamins, nothing of that degree. Tons of added sugars. 16 whole grams of added sugars. 32 carbs. Nothing you would need in a good breakfast. Now. Every 1 1/4 cup of Raisin Bran, though, gives you only 1 gram of fat to 1.5. And you're getting more cereal for that. None of that saturated fat or trans fat. All unsaturated. Now, I do believe, your Captain Crunch wins with less carbohydrates. But you gotta remember, this is more cereal. You're getting more here. You get lots of dietary fiber where this is less than 1 gram, 9 grams. It's good for you. Oh, well, see, it's got less added sugars to it, and it's got more protein. 4 grams more protein. Tons of vitamins and iron and potassium, all needed. Some good vitamin A, a lot of good vitamin D, some iron. Everything that you want is in Raisin Bran. Perfect meal, perfect breakfast. Goes with everything: eggs, bacon, sausage, anything you can desire. Now that we've proven Raisin Bran is superior to other cereals, it is time to visit to the history of Raisin Bran to prove once and for all why it has been the best food of all time. Yeah, that's right, I said food, not just cereal. Better than steaks, briskets. Heck, I'd put it above Gordon Ramsay's beef Wellington. That can't hold a candle to good old not Captain Crunch. Captain Crunch sucks. Raisin Bran. It's beautiful. Anyway. Okay, so the history of Raisin Bran it may throw you for a twist. Historians don't want you to know Raisin Bran is, in fact, as old as our planet. That's right, it survived the meteor impact. You see, from the moment Earth formed as a celestial body full of dust and magma, Raisin Bran was there. Yeah. You see, Raisin Bran is made up of the very essence of life. Raisins and bran flakes. Ah, serious. Now, we gotta consider, well, what about the dinosaurs? Wait, they wouldn't have. Yes, they did. They ate Raisin Bran. The dinosaurs ate Raisin Bran. The historians do not want you to know this very serious fact. Dinosaurs ate Raisin Bran. You see, all of them. From eating it with some dino eggs, yes, that they stole, or, eating with a side of kale. Who likes kale? No one. But anyway, yeah, the dinosaurs, they ate Raisin Bran. And then later on, as we know, the meteor impact. And, I'm talking all the periods of the, Jurassic, Triceratops, all of them, Mesozoic, all of them, they all ate Raisin Bran. Weird coincidence, but I believe it is essential for life. Yeah. So anyway, the meteor impact, believed to have wiped out 98.7% of all Raisin Bran on the planet. But some early cavemen found one nice packaged box of Raisin Bran. Now I bet you're wondering, wait, a box? But it was a caveman. They didn't know how to make boxes. It's made out of cardboard and plastic. Well, you see, what I believe to have happened is magic. Magic, yeah, that's the reason. Anyway, they found this box of Raisin Bran and inscribed it into ancient cave paintings, later found by the ancient Romans. Well, before them, we've seen in ancient Asia that we see ancient Babylonians also figured out the exact components of Raisin Bran and figured out how to make raisins and bran flakes to make their own Raisin Bran. Now, keep in mind, at this point, they were not really combining it with milk to get the essential ingredients, but they were close. You see, the ancient Romans, they had these bowls, and they were just on the daily, after they figured out these runes from ancient caveman paintings, they would pour themselves a daily bowl of basic bran flakes. They're all right, with some raisins, which is also all right. But sadly, they had not figured out to add milk until one certain man, one man who you may know as Leonardo da Vinci. Wait, I think he's Italian. Well, it doesn't matter, because in a later video I'll cover how he invented time travel. Yeah, that's true fact. Anyway, Leonardo da Vinci and his time-traveling ways descended upon the Romans as some sort of ancient godly figure. Now, we have not been able to decipher which of these Roman gods Leonardo da Vinci was depicted as. We've had some saying they pulled from ancient Greek myths of Zeus and Ares, or saying that he was a peaceful god. We cannot know for sure. But we do know that Leonardo da Vinci was, in fact, depositing the act of being able to drop milk in cereal, specifically Raisin Bran. Now, I bet you're wondering, how is any of this possible? Well. Like cockroaches, at the end of the universe, there will only be one thing standing, and that's Raisin Bran. Due to a sufficient property I like to call the Stardust separation method that went into the original creation of Raisin Bran on Earth. You see, basically, stardust from exploding stars is what formed Earth. But you see, it had a very, very interesting property where it formed the perfect ingredients to Raisin Bran. So Raisin Bran is purely stardust, which means it has the force of a star behind it. Remember, do not fact check me on this. I am 99.9% sure I'm right, but do your own research, of course. But historians don't want you to know that after Leonardo da Vinci went back to Italy, to the Renaissance, he reintroduced it to the Italian people who had lost their sense of knowing what Raisin Bran was, which allowed them to move into the Renaissance. You see, before the Renaissance, Italy was in a sad place. They didn't have Raisin Bran. Everything was sad, and there wasn't that good of art. But after the giving of Raisin Bran to the modern population of Italy, things sprung. Michelangelo, Da Vinci, Raphael, I'm pretty sure was one of them, Mozart, all amazing artists of their time. Leonardo da Vinci made a tank prototype. I know, crazy, right? With the power of Raisin Bran, you can do anything. Anyway, so now that we've discussed how it helped ancient Italy, let's go back to the ancient Babylonians and then later Mongols. How did they use it to help them across and develop? Well, the ancient Babylonians found the caveman paintings and basically, that's how they built up the Babylonian Empire. You see, they ate Raisin Bran, and it's what kept their soldiers fit on the battlefield. That's actually how Alexander the Great originally forged his dynasty. Is basically he had his soldiers hopped up on not steroids but Raisin Bran. It's insane what you can do with the cereal. It's limitless. Anyway. Yes, Alexander the Great had his soldiers so hopped up on Raisin Bran that until they got to India, they could not fight anything there was nothing that could even stand against them. Until the elephants, yeah. You see, India had elephants, I'm pretty sure. You can fact check me on that. Which, despite Raisin Bran being all powerful, you see, they've got big hooves, feet. They're about the size of a human. You got your person right here. Squish. Yeah, that's about what would have happened. Also, thrash. Just any number of possibilities. So anyway, Raisin Bran. Again, not sponsored, but would love to be. Raisin Bran was essential for Alexander the Great's glorious empire. But we now have to get into the ancient Mongols. Genghis Khan. He also liked Raisin Bran. I mean, it is modern day and age. We forget so many people, like in ancient times, loved Raisin Bran. Super popular delicacy. But also amazing wartime sustenance. Because this stuff just doesn't go bad. I'm not sure it can. Let me look at the expiration date on this. Expires September 11th, 95. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that will never go bad because I'm going to eat something later. But we have to cover the next most important part of this history monologue, the Revolutionary War. You see, on the settlers' way to America in Boston, we discovered a new site of ancient Raisin Bran. Now, like I said, it doesn't expire, so it was just sitting there. There wasn't milk in it, it just was just sitting there. Until one man by the name of George Washington ate some of this Raisin Bran, and it boosted his combat and good looks departments, and allowed him to safely and just absolutely amazing dude just barged through the entirety of the American Revolutionary War. Like, absolutely destroyed the British. Now, I know a lot of things have been said about how good Raisin Bran is, but we need to talk about the cons of Raisin Bran. Okay, cons over. Let's talk about more of the history of Raisin Bran. World War One. Yeah, Britain really liked Raisin Bran in this war. It was pretty much essential to them to keep winning, along with France. The trench wars really didn't help, though. You see, every time someone was able to get through a trench, they were able to restock on their Raisin Bran supply. Well, you see, the reason Germany lost the war is they kept running out of food, specifically Raisin Bran. They lost so much Raisin Bran that they lost the war. I am pretty sure I'm right. You can still fact check me on this. I'm 99% sure I'm right, though. Now, you may be wondering, how did the original Raisin Bran even get there? Like, Stardust just formed into big circles, not box-shaped cereal. Well, I got a little secret that historians don't know yet. Thor invented Raisin Bran. Now, I bet you're wondering, Thor, like the Norse god? Yeah, Thor. You see, in Asgard, Thor was craving cereal one day before the creation of, the rest of the universe. And he decided, you know what? Raisins. But his buddy Loki was saying, I really want some, flaked cereal with these raisins. I wonder if anyone's admitted that. So Thor took out his mighty hammer and hammered down some wheat and oats and other things into the majestic pieces of Raisin Bran we know today, such as this. Delicious. I feel better already. Anyway. So that's So then Thor, when the universe was weaved into existence, Thor specifically planted one box of Raisin Bran forged from stardust on Earth. Thor was a pretty cool guy. He was essential for the evolution of Raisin Bran. And yes, there was an evolution of Raisin Bran. You see, it used to have this really boring box, but now it has this one, which is less boring. Also, another reason Raisin Bran's awesome, wishes you a good morning. Captain Crunch doesn't do that. It just makes you have fun with colors. What if you don't have a coloring book? Captain Crunchers. Anyways. So yes. Anyway. And you see, we can just skip over to modern history now. I mean, we could cover how Albert Einstein, on a diet of only Raisin Bran, invented the nuclear bomb along with Oppenheimer. But we don't really need to do that. You don't really need to do that. And you can tell when there was a dip in Raisin Bran eatage because, you see, from the Cold War to the to right about before the 2000s, they stopped eating Raisin Bran. It was just globally condemned for really just helping the brain, which no one wanted to do. I have no idea why. Anyway, back to Raisin Bran. In the early 2000s, Raisin Bran was essential for a lot of things. For instance, the invention of smartphones. If you have a smartphone, you can attribute it to Raisin Bran. I am recording on a smartphone right now. You can attribute that to Raisin Bran. It's really an amazing thing, really. Now, I know we've been going on for a bit now, but I've got just 10 more minutes about modern history for you. You see, the inventor of the modern computer, well, he said he wired the computer to make it seem like Raisin Bran. Basically, Raisin Bran gave it to him in a dream. Everyone thought he was crazy. Then again, everyone also liked pop punk, so some's good, some's bad. Anyway, they tried to hinder his performance on trying to make the first computer. Well, not first computer. There were many more attempts before the mid-2000s attempt at, making a laptop. Like one of these, thing I have my script on. Yeah, I did write a script for this. It's amazing. Thank you. Anyway. Yeah, computers like that, all possible thanks to basically, he took a computer, that giant, blocky PC, and he thought about Thor's invention of Raisin Bran. So he smashed it with a hammer. Didn't work first attempt, but he thought about it. What if he could just, instead of smashing with a hammer, compress it like a Raisin Bran? Specifically a bran flake from Raisin Bran. You see, he used the raisins for power sources. You know how you can use a lemon as a battery sometimes? Or a potato? Yeah, he did the same thing with a bunch of raisins. 12,000 raisins in total for the first working laptop. He then switched over to some AA batteries because raisins kinda suck at generating electricity. But the thought was there. So anyway, you may be wondering, what was this all about? What was the reason for this? Well, I've seen so many people online talking about Raisin Bran sucks, Raisin Bran's an F-tier cereal. You need to know the history behind it and the benefits of it to really enjoy it. I mean, this stuff, it's made for kids. Raisin Bran, this is what real men eat. This is what real women eat. It's got healthy vitamins. It's amazing for you. Personally, I don't eat it that much because I still want to get more protein than what's available in that. But I'll still have it at least once per week. Sorry, had to fix my hair. But yes, you see, Raisin Bran in our modern day has been trashed on by modern day influencers like Logan Paul, KSI, Mr. Beast, those guys. Oh wait, no, they didn't trash on Raisin Bran. They just made something worse than Raisin Bran. I think it's called Lunchly. I might make a video on that. That's a good topic. As someone who grew up with Lunchables, that's a good topic. You see, we have all these sources from historians confirming my stories about Raisin Bran. Definitely look it up. And this beneficial message in the morning. You always need a good morning in the morning. Whether you're living alone or whether you live with a roommate, you can still always have a nice good morning. And I mean, if you think about the benefits of having at least some form of fruit in the morning, it's amazing. And you need dietary fiber because it helps out your gut. And sure, the calories is 190, but one meal is 190 calories. With some milk, it's probably around 240 maybe? I don't know the exact calories of milk. It depends what kind of milk you use. But anyways, it's got so many health benefits that people overlook. And this cereal may be flashy with its pirate theming, which is pretty cool. They should have just done real fruit. But, we've got to consider these social changes that need to be put into effect to really bring Raisin Bran back to its all-time height during the ancient times. Which is why I am personally voting for Raisin Bran for president. This is a joke, but you know. I think he'd do pretty good. No real policies. Anyway, back to this. We don't really need any other cereal on the shelves. I mean, I've been seeing these Oreo cereals, these Twinkies cereals. That sounds disgusting. I've never had it, but it sounds disgusting. Which is, to put it all into perspective, the reason I'm making this video is I feel like people today just sleep way too much on Raisin Bran. I mean, everyone's calling it mid, which that's another video. Why don't people use, that's a short video, why don't people use mid the way it's meant to? But regardless, I would love to thank you all for watching this almost 30-minute video on why Raisin Bran is the best cereal. You know, it's hard to do all this kind of video without getting sufficient backlash by people that like Captain Crunch. But I know you'll love it in the comments, trust me, I am sure. So I'd love to thank you all for watching. Remember, check out my Twitch @Ragnaroks, subscribe, and always have a nice day.